All those stories coming up this morning, and joining me to talk all about it, National Review reporter and Fox News contributor Kat Timpf is here. Crowdpac CEO Steve Hilton is with us, and Republican strategist and Fox News contributor Tony Sayegh. Good to see you.
Great to see you, Maria.
Good morning.
Nice to be with you.
Thank you so much for joining us once again, Steve.
Yeah, no, it's great to be here.
And a lot of conversation about the transition team in the Trump administration. I guess the meetings go on, and we won't know until we hear specifics from them. But there's a lot of conversation going on in terms of Treasury Secretary, Secretary of State. What's your take, Tony?
Well, look, I think a great move made by the transition team was to put Mike Pence in charge of it. This is a person who understands all levels of government, understands how to work with the Hill in Congress. He knows executive leadership as a former governor. Obviously, he understands the talent pool that's available to President-elect Trump and his administration. So, look, we have a bunch of people who are going to be considered, go through a very serious vetting process. And ultimately, I think you're going to see probably one of the most dynamic cabinet picks you have seen in a long time. Because don't forget, Donald Trump is a businessman. He comes to this White House job with the only experience he had in his entire life, business management. And that's the kind of decision-making I think you're going to see reflected in these picks.
I don't understand all the anger about, oh, it's taking so long. I mean,
it's not taking that long.
You're right, exactly. And, you know, Kellyanne Conway's totally right. You know, it takes time, and people would be even more angry if he rushed through it. And they're like, well, why'd you pick him? Why'd you pick her? It's like, let him, if he's not confident in the decision, wait a little bit.
I agree with you. Now, sources close to Jamie Dimon continue to push back, say that he doesn't want the job, although his name keeps coming up as thinking that he is a front runner along with him and Steve Mnuchin for the Treasury job. We'll talk about that this morning.
The other thing I find ridiculous about this is the way the media are handling, particularly the New York Times. Remember a few days ago they ran a front page story about how outrageous it was that after all Trump's campaign promises about draining the swamp, he had lobbyists on the transition team. He brings in Pence, great decision, who kicks out the lobbyists, and then the next thing is front page story saying it's chaos. You literally can't win. It's like they are looking for any reason
I don't
to
think
just
it's
have
chaos
a go.
at all. I don't think it's
They're
chaos.
doing a responsible job of taking their time. It's great.
We're going to talk all about this morning, and joining us to talk about it, Minneapolis Federal Reserve Bank President and former Assistant Secretary of Treasury Neel Kashkari is with us this morning. Fox News military analyst and retired four-star General Jack Keane is here. Nissan Chairman and CEO Carlos Ghosn is with us this morning, and former Republican presidential candidate Herman Cain joins us. Also with us this morning, Wisconsin Congressman Sean Duffy. Big show this morning, so please stay with us.